we want to go a little bit prettier. Let's go back to the world environment, and we want to add a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some fog. Now, this is too much fog. Let's take our fog, and I don't remember how to do this. I think
someone's gone wild with the smoke machine.
Yep, this reminds me of my clubbing days. There we go. Okay, so we did a font 0.25. Come back. There we go. Okay. Now, this is dry ice, right? Let's change that a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that orange light we've got, just make it a little bit darker. And that's just going to give a little bit of an edge to things. Let's see how that looks. Let's see how that looks.
That's got so much more atmosphere already.
Yep. And one more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some volumetrics. Now, technically, volumetrics can give you God rays, but in order to do that, you kind of have to push the boundaries of what the default values are so much that you end up getting something that doesn't look good. So instead, well, first let's describe what a volumetric fog is. If I turn fog off, the idea of volumetric fog is it's fog with positional information. So the further out you look, the more thingamy it is, the more help.
Thicker. The thicker it is.
Thank you. The thicker it is. Let's give this a little bit of emission. Make it nice and toxic.
I don't think that was the right tune.
Oh, I used to be a professor, you know.
And you're slipping under.
Yeah. Okay, so nice.
I apologize for anybody wearing headphones, like me,
or who has, you know, musical talent.
Oh dear. Yeah.
All right. So just by playing with the environmental effects, I've now made something that's a lot more smoky and toxic, right? This feels like a much more kind of dead space, right? And the reason for that is we have this orange candlelight going on. We have this brown orange fog at the floor, and we have a golden brown emitting volumetric light. So between all of those, we end up with this very icky kind of a feel. We might not want icky, right? We might want like a nice cool day. So let's go for a nice cold day.
So each time that you're playing with these settings, obviously the editor's updating, but you still jump in and play the scene?
Yes, mostly because I want to see it without all these things in the way. Like if we want to just move around, I can actually hide all of the like collision shapes and everything else. But the lighting, I mean, at the moment we've got the build light on, right? So this build light is there because I'm in the editor.
Yeah.
But if I go into the game, that goes away and things get a little darker.
Yeah.
Let's see if this looks a little colder. Getting there. I mean, I'll probably have to play with the fog a little bit and stuff like that, but we're certainly getting there. I kind of like the other one better, so I'm going to put them back. Actually, what do you guys think? What kind of fog do you want to see?
I mean, one of the other things to pay attention to is we've got orange lighting in the scene. So any fog color that you're going to go with, if it doesn't line up or complement,
I mean, you could go full like 80s garishness, right? Which, you know, if you want to go synthwave, you go synthwave. Personally, I was always more cybergoth than synthwave, but do your thing. Also, the brighter the fog, the easier it's going to be to see. So if we do that, we've got an actual dry ice machine.
Yeah.
Which can be a great effect, right? It's like the floor is still under there, so you can still make out details as you get closer.
That would be great for like very low mist in a swamp environment. So yeah,
I would actually take that and double it with a particle just to give it a bit of a billowing effect.
Yeah.
Although there are other ways we could do that.
Mike, as a cybergoth, this I want to see. I'm too.
No, I was a cybergoth. That's Mike. I'm Jan.
But we need to now. I need to go work out what a cybergoth looks like. So
I can help you with that. Would you like to see a picture of me age 28, Michael, when I was about to go out clubbing?
You still clubbed at 28. Yeah, go on.
Bear in mind, I'm 46 now. Like, this is a while back. Where's my pictures?
Yeah, whilst Jan's looking for that lovely picture. Hey. I like it. I didn't have anything quite that fancy.
This is me with the black lipstick.
And this was the resolution of cameras when you were 28 as well.
Actually, this is the resolution of reality. Like, everything was just pixely and blurry and slightly washed out. It's like if you go back further, color hadn't been invented yet.
That is very true.
Now, I'm getting a lot of errors on the SDFGI, which is part of the bugs right now. I might actually have to turn it off and on again just to stop this error count. No, it's still going. Great.
All the errors. So we've got BB Game Dev. He's asked, can you distort the fog shape so it isn't so uniform? So can you like put a noise texture or something like that to change how the fog behaves?
I don't believe so, but maybe we can. There's a sun scatter. That's not it. I don't see a shape for it. However, there might be other ways of doing that. So let's take a look.
Yes, because looking at that, there's a uniform density slider. So there's not
right. So it looks very artificial if it's too thick. That's why I'm making it thicker, darker, because then it's doohickey what's it.
I'll tell you what, Roterick. Roterick wants to see me in an ABBA style disco outfit. I remember I did that as part of the musical group at school. So there is a chance that somewhere in the world is lurking a photo of me dressed up in 70s disco gear.
That is horrifying.
It is.
All right, so let's make a very simple particle. Let's say very simple. I'm saying very simple because I want it to not take all day. You can go. Oops, no, don't rotate. Yeah, you can go there. That's fine. All right. What's your error? You don't have a particle. That's a good error to have. All right, new particle material. This should be pretty familiar to people who were here a couple of weeks back. New quad mesh. You probably don't need to be that big. You certainly don't need to be that big. But you will need a material. Okay, so we want alpha. We don't need to add it because we're keeping it nice and dark.
So you're currently generating the texture that's going to be repeated all over the place.
Well, what I'm actually doing is crashing my computer.
Uh-oh.
Right. So I think that's because SDFGI was causing a bunch of errors. So I need to
relaunch.
Boo, boo. I've got that song in my head now. I even like that song.